Hello, Darren the Magic Ghostbuster here, just with a little update really on Ghostbusters and life in general. So, I'll start with the life part, I guess. The last couple of weeks I've been really ill. Yeah, it's been pretty bad. Started a few weeks back when I started getting a cough and a cold, all that sort of stuff, and I was just feeling absolutely wiped out. Now, luckily, I've done quite a lot of videos scheduled, so I didn't have to worry too much about that. But, yeah, I was just wiped out for at least a week, if not more. Timing's just not really working out in my head. And then, as I was getting better, I started getting a really bad swollen throat. And it got really bad to the point where I couldn't even eat. Like, even drinking water was a struggle at that point. So, you know, got on antibiotics, all that sort of stuff. I had a gig coming up, and the antibiotics hadn't kicked in, so I was laying on the sofa and I had a hot water bottle on my throat just to ease it, just so I could talk properly. Because, like, if I'd recorded a video when I had that throat infection, I would have had to have subtitled it. I could barely understand myself. It was really bad, but luckily that eased it, and I did manage to get through a couple of gigs, so that was good. But yeah, I'm not 100% at the moment, but I'm getting there. But yeah, so Ghostbusters stuff. What's new? Well, obviously the HasLab funded. I did a video on that yesterday, so I'm not going to go too much into that, but that obviously smashed the goal in the end, you know, much more than I thought it was going to do. It ended up on 17,200 and something, I think it was. Yeah, so that was really good. That's something to look at in the new year. 2 in the box still hasn't shipped. There's been a little bit of a drama on Facebook groups, I've noticed, where people are getting fed up with certain YouTubers getting them shipped to them so they can do their unboxing videos. I don't have a problem with that personally. I mean, you got to think, when they get them shipped, so they're going to have them shipped to their warehouse, you know, thousands of them, whereas they can probably just get like 10 shipped over much quicker to then send to these so-called influencers. But I think we were spoiled a little bit with the Proton Pack, because that shipped early for a start, which I think made a lot of people think the 2 in the box might ship early, because I saw a lot of people thinking we were going to get those for Halloween, which I never expected. Yeah, and then I remember when the HasLab Proton Pack shipped, so you got this email that said, make sure your shipping address is correct by so-and-so date, you know, which did. My address hadn't changed. And then, literally 2 days after that, I had it here. You know, it shipped the day after, and I did the day after that. Now, with this 2 in the box, we've all had emails saying, make sure your address is correct by the 18th of November. And then absolute radio silence. And now, I don't know if this is a typical HasLab thing. I've never done a HasLab beyond, you know, outside of Ghostbusters. So I don't know if that's like a normal thing where they say, oh, you have till the 3rd of December to, you know, update your address, and then don't ship it until January. I don't know if that's a regular thing or not. If, you know, if you've done other HasLabs, please let me know. But I thought we would have been here by now, and I think it's poor on Hasbro's part that they've at least not sent an email, you know, to say, like, you know, because I think people are expecting it to ship then or within a couple of days, or at least a week max. And I do think Hasbro should have sent an email out, you know, just saying, oh, sorry, there's been a delay, or, you know, whatever on earth has happened. But, yeah, hopefully we'll have that at some point soon. You know, I've watched a couple of the unboxing videos, Adam Savage, and I did watch one other, I can't remember who it was now. Yeah, and it does look good overall. There's only one thing I don't really like about it, and that's the opening and closing sequence. I think Matty still did it better, where, you know, you press the pedal the second time and all the bells and whistles and lights and all that, and it does look quite a show. But overall, the build looks good on it and everything, so overall, you know, it certainly looks like it was worth the money, but we'll have to wait and see. I've got 2 coming, so I always regretted back in the day with the Matty Collector stuff, I bought one of each and then modded them and all that, and always regretted it back in the day that I didn't get like one of each, because I like to have something like a mint one as well. I did manage to collect the 4 Matty things over time, mint, And I've done videos looking back at them, and I'm going to be filming one looking back at the trap very soon, which I had planned to do sooner, but you know, being ill. Completely lost my train of thought now. Yeah, that's what happens when you get to my age. But yeah, hopefully we get not the Matty stuff. Got the Matty stuff. Hopefully we got the 2 in the box soon. Yeah, and like I said, I've got 2 of them. So one's to keep mint, one's to use at events. I must admit, I'm not overly keen on the PK meter. I think I would probably stick to using my Matty PK meter, if I'm honest. The taser thing, I don't mind the tasing, it just doesn't really do anything for me, and I just think, and I'm only basing this off what I've seen in videos, so maybe my opinion will change when I've got them in hand, and of course I will do comparison videos, but just think the Matty one looks nicer, generally. And my Matty, so I have the mint Matty one, which is brand new in the box, and I've got my one which was modded with a sound kit, so it has the correct sounds in, because that was one of the downsides of the Matty one. But anyway, we'll see. Hopefully it won't be long till we do that. No, my luck, it will arrive Christmas week when I'm really busy with, you know, gigs and everything, and that is one of the things that I do get busy with over Christmas, is a lot of gigs. So this morning I was working at a breakfast with Santa at Centre Parks, going around the tables, you know, doing tricks for people as they're waiting for Santa or after they've seen Santa, which really nice gigs those to do. What else is new in Ghostbusters? So I've seen that there's real Ghostbusters Funko Pops coming. I'll get them, but I'm not a big Funko Pop person. I never really liked Funko Pops. To me, they always looked like the sort of thing a company would release if they couldn't get the license to something. Because there was another company, I think it was called Winnie-Cons or something, which I'm sure was before for Funko. I mean, I saw them years before I ever saw a Funko Pop. And they did a Ghostbusters one of Peter, but it wasn't official. And they remind me of that. Like, everything's got the same sort of face, and it's like, oh, we can't get the license to Star Wars, so let's just do Galaxy Wars, or that's what Funko Pops make me think of. I just think they don't look official. They look like unofficial knockoff tat. But I'm an idiot, so I still buy them. Talking of real Ghostbusters, the Mondo set. So Sam Hain and Peter Venkman, I did order that. That's not due to ship until May. Very expensive figure set, obviously. And I was 50-50 on it, but I just like, no, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. So yeah, I ordered that. The set with Sam Hain was a timed exclusive to their website, so if you haven't ordered that now, your only way to get that is to go through resellers, whereas Peter Venkman as a single figure is going to be available separately. The only other thing I can think of, Ghostbusters wise, is I'm doing the New Year's Day London New Year's Day parade with my friends and group, the Southend-on-Sea Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters Car Hire UK, and we are doing that to raise money for Great Ormond Street. And I'll be dressed as Vigo, and I've decided to redo my Vigo costume in leather. So currently sitting here waiting for a lot of the bits to arrive, so I've not started it yet, but that's my project for in between jobs in December. My original plan was to do my Vigo costume in leather, but leather's very expensive, so I thought back then, no, because if I mess it up, you know, it's a lot of money down the drain. But now I've got, there are changes I want to make to the costume, only minor changes in terms of some sizing and a few other little things, but overall I've got basically the pattern from my previous costume, so should be a lot easier now in theory. So I'll do videos on making that as well. But if you can donate to Great Ormond Street Hospital, I've done loads of videos and stuff, so it'd be really great if you could do a little donation to that. Oh, and I got my Facebook page back finally. My Magic Ghostbuster Facebook page was unpublished on the same day we did the Royal Albert Hall, because I was outside the Royal Albert Hall, was about to do a live video, which I think I did one on YouTube, and I thought I'll do one on Facebook, and then it's like, page unpublished. I'm like, argh! So that was frustrating, but anyway, so emailed Meta, got you just get loads of waffly AI bullcrap back from them, basically. I just don't seem to understand what you're saying, but I managed to escalate it and just was like backwards and forwards constantly, and yeah, and got it back. It actually came back about a week ago, but because I've been ill, I've just not really been able to do much with it. So I'm going to start actually posting some stuff on there again, because I had made a backup page called Ghostbusters Magician, which I'll now just let filter back into the background and keep as a backup page. But yeah, other than that, I just want to say thank you for everyone who supports the channel. Absolutely appreciate it. I'm going to try and do another live video soon. It's been a while since I've done a live video. I always enjoy those, and getting to interact with people in real time is always really cool. Whether I'll get to do that before Christmas or not, I don't know, just because it's pretty busy this time of year. But yeah, thanks for watching and supporting the channel as always. Let me know your thoughts on any of the new Ghostbusters stuff. You know, did I miss anything? Because my head's still a bit fuzzy, and I probably have forgotten stuff. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, keep on busting.
Want to give a big shout out to the Magic Ghostbuster. Hey Darren, very, very impressive.